Hello everyone. Focus your attention and sharpen your senses for a while as I try to demonstrate how you can be persuaded through your subconscious. Um, think about the word silk. Now let's say it 5 times quickly. Silk, 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 silk. Now I'll spell it out. S-I-L-K. Now answer this question. What does a cow drink? Now, if I were a gambling man, I would bet that you just answered milk. Of course, cows drink water. Have you ever stopped to think about how amazing your brain is? Your brain does 1,000 calculations and decisions per second, and most of them we are not aware of because the brain does so much, it takes shortcuts to save time and energy so it can do more tasks. And they usually work just fine in the real world, but sometimes they can mislead you, like in the experiment we just did. Today I will explain how to avoid being misled by shortcuts, and I will explain to you how to use these shortcuts to your advantage by explaining what is priming. I will also explain you about another subconscious trick called mirroring. A great way to test one's mental shortcuts is by trick questions. They are common sense questions, but because our brain does these shortcuts, it can mislead you if you're not alert. For example, imagine you're in a race and you pass the person who is in second place. What place are you in? The brain makes shortcuts again and assumes that after second place comes the first place, so probably you answered that you would be in the first place. But you forgot that you only passed the person who was in second place and not the one who was in first place, so the correct answer would be you are in the second place. This is how your brain trades facts for efficiency. Dr. Sridevi Sarma from Johns Hopkins University explained this well. When you are presented with a problem, your brain is naturally wired to use mental shortcuts that save time and energy. These shortcuts allow your brain to answer quickly and with confidence. The problem is that when answering with past experiences using what we call common sense leaves open the possibility that they are incorrect, especially if your information is faulty or not up to date. Luckily, most of the time, mental shortcuts make our life easier, but not always. You just need to stay alert. The next mental shortcut can't be avoided so easily, and that's priming. Priming is a term used in psychology, which means activating information that people already have in storage to help them remember new information better and faster. Basically, what it means that your brain makes association with other stimuli automatically without realizing it consciously. Like with the silk experiment. I exposed you to the word silk and asked you to think about what cows drink. Your brain automatically brought up the image of a cow and made associations. Cows produce milk. The word milk is pretty much like the word silk, so you naturally thought that milk was the right answer. Advertisers like to use this kind of priming in their catchy slogans. There are many different types of priming. For example, psychologist John Bargh published a study in 1996 um, which involved students from New York University. The students were asked to make 4-word sentences from sets of sets of 5 words. For instance, sentence "find he it yellow instantly" became the word "he finds it instantly." After they compared the test experiments, they noticed that the students who were primed for the word like gray, bald, wrinkly, words associated with old age, the students would actually walk slower after the experiment. Now, priming does have its weaknesses. Priming only works if you're unaware of it. Otherwise, it's like trying to tickle yourself. It just doesn't work. Now I'm going to tell you how to make people like you. Mirroring is some way to make yourself appealing to others. Mirroring is something we do instinctively on a daily basis. Mirroring is essentially copying the other person's body language. So basically, if he or she nods their head, you nod your head. It's that simple. That's also why yawning is so contagious. Why the reason why mirroring is so effective is that it just, from an evolutionary standpoint, it makes sense because it makes you more likable and you have a better odds of surviving if people help you because they like you better. Mirroring does have its faults. Body language expert Blake Eastman taught forensic psychology for years at John Jay College of Criminal Justice, and he says that mirroring is very hard to use to your advantages consciously because it might just make you seem weird. So remember that our subconscious might sometimes play tricks on us. So next time you're faced with an ad that's trying to direct you to buy their stuff by using priming, or if you're faced with a problem that requires common sense, just remember to be alert. There might be a bigger picture behind it. When it comes to mirroring, you and everyone else does it, and you do it every day, and the results are always positive, so just don't worry about it, just enjoy it. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.